Hello and welcome to another episode of eScoot Talks. In this episode, we are talking about a new lineup that's coming to the market in 2023, coming from Ninebot-Segway. In this episode, we're going to cover a new Ninebot Max G2, F series, E series, C series, that's for kids, their E300SE e-scooter that I would actually, to be honest, rather call it an eMoped than e-scooter, but that's just me, and their new Gokart. Now let's start with the biggest star of today's show and probably a reason why you're even watching this video. So Ninebot Max G2. For those who don't know, Ninebot Max G2 is just a newer version of the Ninebot Max G30 that was already an absolutely brilliant scooter, but was just missing a couple of things. By my personal opinion, so far Ninebot Max G30 was just the best scooter Ninebot released so far, until I saw Ninebot Max G2. Ninebot Max G2 is coming to the market with the front and rear suspension, something that was really missing on Ninebot Max G30. But also it has built-in indicators, and those indicators are at the absolutely best possible position you can fit them on a scooter by my personal opinion. So they're actually in the handlebars, at the end of the handlebars, and like they're supposed to be perfectly visible from behind, from the front, and they're roughly at the same level as the side mirrors of cars, so other motorists can easily spot indicator on the scooter. Also, Ninebot Max G2 is coming with more improved, better motor, as they say, and a better range, even that listed range in perfect conditions is supposed to be 70 kilometers on one charge, and that would mean something between 35 and 40 kilometers real range. So I wouldn't say that that's some crazy improvement, because if I remember correctly, Ninebot Max G30 was already had a similar range. Another brilliant thing is actually traction control system that we so far saw only on Ninebot Max GT. And the last thing is Apple Find app support. So you will be able, with the new Ninebot Max G2, to find your scooter in case you lose it or you don't just remember where did you put it. Now let's go to F series. In F series we have F2, F2 Plus and F2 Pro. They all come with pneumatic tires, and technically they are kind of the same product as most of Xiaomi scooters, except for Xiaomi Electric Scooter 4 Ultra. Also, they all come with a front disc brake and rear e-brake. F2 Pro has a front suspension. They all have indicators, and there is one more thing. They all have electric horn that also has a Ninebot Max G2 as well. I just forgot to mention it earlier. Now, next Ninebot-Segway scooter we're talking about today is going to be a Ninebot E series. In E series we have a Ninebot E2 and E2 Plus. Both of those scooters are actually just budget electric scooters with solid tires. They have a front motor and rear drum brake. They also have indicators, but they only have a handlebar bell. They don't have any electrical horn. So now let's go to Ninebot C series. Ninebot C series are actually kids scooters, and in Ninebot C series we have C2 and C2 Pro. Both C2 and C2 Pro has actually quite strong frame, but there's slight difference between them. So C2 Pro has adjustable handlebars. That's actually quite handy because your kids are growing and you don't want to be buying scooters every now and then. It also has a built-in Bluetooth speaker that can maybe sound a bit silly, but kids can listen to their music while they're riding around, and at least others can hear them, so, to prevent maybe potential accident. And the third thing that's a bit different is that C2 Pro has a LED underlights that look cool to kids, but they're also improving visibility. Another thing that's great is actually that the C series has a speed limiter built into the app. So with the app, you can actually reduce the maximum speed of the scooter if you just don't feel comfortable your scooter zipping around at 20 kilometers per hour. And like everybody already probably knows, I don't think electric scooters are made for kids, and I don't think that they're a good option for kids because, riding something like that, you need to be responsible, and kids are just too young to be responsible. But with the speed limiter, I think I can actually approve it. Now let's go to Ninebot E300SE. It's called e-scooter. I would actually probably rather call it eMoped because, we can't have small e-scooters and e-scooters that are looking like a motorbike, but they are not motorbike. So my name for that would be actually eMoped, but okay, nobody asked me for my opinion. So it seems like a really cool moped, 0 to 50 in 2.9 seconds. It comes with two 74-volt 27 amp hour batteries, and the third battery can be bought separately. With all those three batteries, the range on single charge is up to 130 kilometers, and that's absolutely brilliant. It also has a smart kickstand. It has a Bluetooth keyless start in a way that, if I understood it correctly, when you approach your moped, you can start it and you can ride it. As soon as you walk a bit further away, your phone gets disconnected and your scooter is immobilized. Nobody else can use it. It also has a tracking and a movement detection. So overall, by my opinion, it looks like absolutely perfect scooter for delivery drivers. And now let's go to a last Ninebot product that we're going to be talking about today, Gokart Pro. I was thinking actually last year to get one, but I think I'm gonna wait now a little while and wait for this new one to be released and probably get that one because it sounds like really lots of fun, to be honest. So the new Gokart Pro is coming with 4800 watt air-cooled motor. The max speed is 40 kilometers per hour. And some might think, oh, well, that's not too fast. I think for a go-kart, for having a bit of fun, it's more than enough. The max range on a single charge should be 25 kilometers for just the fun, more than enough. You're not going to be using go-kart to go to work or to go shopping or whatever, And of course, it has an engine sound simulator. So what's my conclusion? Ninebot is bringing more and more great scooters to the market, except for their first E series that was, by my opinion, absolute miss. Everything else that they brought to the market was really good. Ninebot and Xiaomi are two brands that I personally trust the most. Some people might say, well, they're a bit pricey, they're a bit overpriced, but my personal opinion is that safety really doesn't have a price. Handlebar indicators and tubeless gel tires are something that Ninebot brought to the market first, and with tubeless gel tires we saw others following. Hopefully we're going to see others following them when it comes to other technologies. I really like to see creativity over copying others, so fair play to Ninebot, stay great. So that would be all for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed so far, feel free to subscribe and turn on a bell notification. I really appreciate every like, comment, and any subscription. If you have any questions or topics you want me to discuss, leave it in a comment down below. And, well, you know the drill. Till next time, stay safe and respect other road users. Goodbye.